Saturday.
Oh, the side eye. Happy Saturday from the forest and Morton and me. And yeah, I want to talk about art, but I'm distracted because the sun's getting ready to start setting here and the sky is magnificent. I have to show it to you. And we can do it without even getting up. Look at this sky. Look at the golds and the colors in there. Oh, just gorgeous. It is beyond beautiful. And we just hooked up, we have a tree on top of this hutch back here. You really can't tell yet. I'll do a good video on it in a little bit. But I wanted to talk to you about art. My art, your art, all of our arts, your art too, right, Morton?
I don't really do any.
Morton does do art. Anyway, the thing is, I just wanted to show you some paintings and talk about them, a little bit about how they were done, and see if I can get your comments on what you want to learn, what you want to see, if you see any you like. If you ever see anything that I'm making that you like, just please send me a message, unless it's things like the forest here that I can't put in a box and send. Basically everything I make is for sale, isn't it, honey? So, oh, and I won't sell this either. This is the first blown glass flower that I ever made. But other than that, I'm a working artist. Martin is a retired miller. I just almost said baker. That's what you're doing now, isn't it? And hi, Paula. You got your box today. Great. Paula, I was just saying, I love to make things. I love to send things out. But you might feel the same way if you're an artist and crafter. I never want to feel pushy. Truthfully, I would rather make things that inspire you and help you to make them for yourself. But if you ever see something that I make that you like, message me. So without any further ado, I'm going to start talking about some paintings that I have here. Now this painting, this is what I call a string pull technique. And this is should have had a ruler here or a tape measure. Well, Morton will get it. This one has texture to it, you can see. And this one is mixed media. So, good. Paula Rose says she doesn't ever feel pushed. I'm super happy that you don't, Paula. I never want anybody to think that I'm just here to sell. I'm not. I'm really here. I want to inspire you to make stuff and get creative and not be afraid to put a tree up inside your house. That's the new hydrangea tree. I'll make a video about it after this. So this one is mixed media. This is Art Spray by Marabou that I started with to build the background on. And then I used a textured paint to create this middle part. And what I did, this is a technique called string pulling. So I put acrylic textured paint on a string and it's a cotton string. I laid it right here and then I held a piece of paper on top and then I pulled the string out. And you're left with this that looks like a flower, and I'll let Morton give us the dimensions on that one. And you can see I did some masking here to spray a little bit of horizon feel. Morton will tell us how big that one is.
It's 14 3/4 inch, not 4. Yeah.
14 3/4.
14 3/4 by
11.
11.
So it's called 11 by 14. Don't do metric, babe.
Well, there might be.
We're not doing metric. If you're from Europe, it's not for sale to you because the shipping is crazy. Yay! I'm super glad. Paula says we've inspired her. Yay!
Kathy says about what they like, never felt pressure.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. You are amongst friends here. Never ever think you have to buy something from us or you have to send us something. That's not how this works. We think of you as our friends who come over and visit. Hola. So this is one. Now this one, I did this when I was in St. Louis. I was teaching a workshop out there. It was a train the trainers kind of workshop. So it was at an art store, and Morton was out there for business, and I went out for business too with him. And I did the art business, and he did milling business. So this one, I didn't sign it just because I was out and creating this on the spot. And I've never showed this before on here, but if you have interest in learning how to do this technique, it's really fun. It's really easy. I would love to show you if you put it in the comments. Now this one, I think I did paint this one here. I can't really remember when and where I painted this little guy, but if you know me, you know I love painting hedgehogs. And this one, he's making a little wish there. You see the dandelion? I think I might have painted this one on alive, but I can't remember. I love his little face. He reminds me of someone. Good evening, Sheila.
Can't say I need a shave.
You do need a shave. If it was a badger, it would be you. Just his little, he's just getting ready to make a wish. And again, if you see something you like, comment. And this is...
Hey. Sorry, Romina, we need a translator. We don't speak, I think that's Spanish, is it?
I do too. I'm sorry. This is my favorite hedgehog I think that I've ever painted. He's very colorful, and he has a friend that is a bee. And he's in a field of clovers, and if you can see, they're all lucky 4-leaf clovers. I love that one. And it's okay to say you love your art. Now this one and this one, these are both watercolors. And these two, actually, when I'm looking at them, I don't even know that I'm gonna sell them. I think I might just frame these and keep these. They're beautiful. And they would look really pretty over in the garden area. I might just actually take pictures of them and put them in our Printify. Speaking of our Printify, this was a painting that I did before I went to France. You have seen this before, and this one was in our Printify. So let me talk to you about this. If you're an artist or a crafter or anything that you can make something and put it on something. I have this on a bag somewhere, but I just remembered that I think the bag that I had I gave to somebody, and I can't remember who. This one, I wrote it's palette of friends, and La Joy, which is joy, delight, gladness, glee, merriment. And it's just a whole bunch of faces that I painted.
Sheila's got that too.
You have the tote, yay. But artists and crafters, please don't miss the boat on something that's called Printify. You can set this up. They have a free version. The free version only gives you so many listings that you can do. I have a paid version, and I think off the top of my head, I think it's $24.95 a month. But it's a really good tool for artists and crafters to use. Take pictures, design things. I just designed a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna let Morton pick out what he wants. We're getting ready to go on a trip, and we're gonna wear nothing but the 1870Studio gear. Honey, I hope you like it. Some really cute hats, some really cute things, because when you're out and about, there are people who will shout at Morton and I, church lady, or TikTok, or whatever, or they'll just say, do you live in a church? Which is pretty neat when that happens. So I just want to wear my 1870 stuff. And then this was a painting that I did and I kept, and I need to make a frame for this. I'm gonna make a frame for this out of stained glass. And this was a watercolor. It was done on 300 gram round watercolor paper. People always wonder if this is a wood slice. It's not a wood slice. But it's a mushroom with a fairy house and a hedgehog with a church in the background. And I actually might put that on a shirt too. And if you see any on here that you think should be on a shirt or on a bag or whatever, please comment. I would love to hear your opinion. And like I said, I'm not here to just sell you things. Seriously, any question that you have about arts and crafts and things like that, please ask. Yeah, I think that one might have to go on something. Here's another one. Well, I have a couple other ones like it. But that one is my favorite. But I also love that one because of the purple hills in the background. These are watercolors. That one, and then this one is the last, well, no, not the last of my mushrooms. I was in a painting mushrooms phase, and I'm getting ready to make mushrooms. Back on that hutch, I'm making a mushroom. I'm making a mushroom that's a 15-foot tall mushroom that lights up back there. It's gonna look spectacular. And so this is a good time to be visiting these. I'm very prolific when I paint. I like to paint. I don't know if you're this way, but when I start painting something, I like to paint loads of them. I feel like as I'm painting, I'm getting more ideas. And like this one has a little ladybug by the hedgehog, which I love. So a couple of years ago, this was when our studio was still downstairs, I just in my head, the children's rhyme, The Owl and the Pussycat, popped in my head. And I don't know if you ever heard the rhyme or not. It's, well, a poem. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note, or vice versa. It's a really sweet little rhyme. So I had painted and kept one. I painted some Owl and the Pussycats, and they are in a little pea green boat. You see the little guitar, and there's a jar of honey, and I painted little stars, which is it's kind of things kind of come in full circle in your life sometimes, and stars right now are a big, huge thing in my mind. I'm getting ready to start doing a lot of stars in here, up in the loft. Ziggy, turn on library. Ziggy, turn on library. Ziggy, turn on library. The big moon up there. I'm getting ready to do that paper mache, turn it into a moon, a proper moon, and I'm getting ready to make big paper mache stars to hang up in the balcony. And I'm also getting ready to start, I don't really know how I want to do it because I don't want to do a monthly subscription thing. I seriously, you hear me say it, and I really strongly believe I don't want to do social media to just money, 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 money. I don't want to monetize everything. And I know there are a lot of people who, they're on a budget, they can't afford things. So I would rather just have people watching my videos. So I was thinking of doing a stars, like I don't even know how to describe it. I had a concept in my head, but it all comes down to making lots and lots of work, and so I was gonna feel justified charging a monthly thing, and then I thought I don't want to do a subscription thing. So stay tuned. Maybe, but probably not. This was a painting that I did, just a simple painting. And again, I think I might frame this to put back in the garden room behind me. I think we might hang a rail up there, honey, and put some lines down to just hang different things on. I used to be very self-conscious about displaying my own art here in my home, anywhere, no matter where I lived. But yeah, I want to start doing it. That's just a watercolor too. Babe, would you bring me out some of the bigger ones? These ones are just watercolor paintings that I've done here. I love this one. This one is a whole bunch of love. Whole bunch of love. There we go. Get that the next slot out. This was before social media that I did these. Just grab them all. Grab that whole thing. Thank you. So this was, I did a workshop back in 2019. This was the painting that we were doing, a Highland cow and a little hedgehog and their little besties. And it was right before I went to Scotland with a whole group of friends.
So that's two to go.
No, it's one, I thought. Oh, maybe it's two. You're right. You're right. It's another. It's another Highland cow. Honey, who does that remind you of? Moo. That one has wispy hair. That one needs its bangs trimmed. And these ones are ones that I did for the workshop, because when I do a workshop and when I teach on here, I don't want to just say we're going to paint this exactly. I want you to always get creative in your own way. So I did a lot of samples up for the workshop, and then I was just showing people strokes of how simple and easy. So if you want to learn how to paint Highland cows and hedgehogs, I'm your girl. Just comment. Just comment. Maybe you want to paint a little mouse in a teacup full of bubbles. Honey, he would look cute back in the hall with the bubbles. He would. Look at him eating his cheese. Look at his little tiggy toes. So I'm gonna revisit a lot of my art, and I'm gonna see what I want to put in Printify. I love this. This was done with charcoal and black ink. And tell me what you think of this. There's just something about this that I really, really love. It just feels very moody, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. It might be a spring day, might be a winter day. I love that. Love that one. You like the black and white. Thanks. Thanks, an Ocean Blue fan. So this was a couple years at Christmas. I did a painting. This one was inspired. This one in Edinburgh, there's a place called Princess Street Gardens, and they have a big festival there every winter. So this one was inspired by that, the winter festival in Edinburgh. They have a big Ferris wheel. We've been up on it before, haven't we? We were up on it, and it made terrible noises one night. But they set up all of these shops, and I did that one, and I did this one on live as well.
Hi there, everybody that's new.
Hello, hello. And now Morton is always surprising me, and a couple years ago, Morton told me he knows how to make charcoal, and he started making charcoal. And I started doing charcoal drawings. And I love how they feel too. I might actually put some of my charcoals on Printify on things like cards and stuff. This one actually, it kind of reminds me, when you look close at it, it's a standing circle of stones with a hill for it. It kind of reminds me of a photograph, of an old black and white photo. I might end up putting some of those on. I got several of these. This is Doofus Castle back on the hill in Standing Stones. This one also reminds me of a photograph. I love working with the charcoal. So if you want to see workshops in charcoal, free and on here, just comment. This I did when we were out in St. Louis back in 2018. That was the view from our hotel. And while Morton was out away at work, I did that. That's for you, Morton. Actually, I gave that to you. I need to put in a frame for you. And I did this one This is my, this is my three-legged fox. It's my three-legged fox, only 3 legs, and on the back of it, I was just painting, showing somebody how to do some little paintings. Hello, hello,
Hi
Anna.
there.
How are you? So, with your art, I have a big old box of art that I've done. Again, when I'm doing charcoals, I like to, I like to play with the same theme. And these charcoals had all been in here, so they wouldn't smudge each other. I don't know when I took them out, but I did. I'm gonna get my art box sorted. This is another one of the paintings that I did with the pulling the string method. Now this one, I pulled the string here, I pulled it again, and then I painted some other flowers on there. So this one is a mixed media, and if you like this technique, comment. I'm happy to show you how to do it. It's super fun. And these are those big paintings. Now this one, has anybody ever heard the story, The Rainbow Fish? It's a lovely story. And this one's on a board, and this one I need to frame too. This one is a rainbow fish. And I just love the colors and the movement of this one. I think he's a little lovely fish. There's some iridescent in there. This was made with a couple different mediums. This was done with art spray. This was done with art crayons, and this was done with watercolor. You love the string pull. I'm gonna be doing more of those. Now this is a painting. I love this one. This one was inspired by my granddaughter, who did a painting that was even better than this one, and way better than this one, where you just start with the sky in the back, and then you build your trees in front of it. And if you want to see this sort of thing, comment. Trees, like shadow trees, maybe call them. But I love the night sky behind there. I love how that comes out. This one is all watercolor. This one is all watercolor. And I have one more final string pull to show you. And this one I think probably best illustrates the string pull, because I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different string pulls on there. So you can layer them over. And I did this with an acrylic ink. And you can see how some of them are very translucent. If you want to learn this, just comment. I will be happy to teach you how to do this. And again, if you saw anything in here that that you liked, send me a message. Most of it is for sale. And we really just appreciate you being here. I never want you to feel like you have to buy anything. Our YouTube is monetized, and we get money when you watch our videos here. YouTube pays us. So watch our videos on YouTube. We have loads of them. I have people who will send me lovely comments and say, I fell asleep watching your YouTubes. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I will always share all the information I have about cool things that I get a hold of. And I want to encourage people to just get out of your comfort zone. That's where the fun is. If you want to learn more about being a content creator, it sort of happened for me accidentally, didn't it, honey? I didn't really set out to do that, but I want to start doing some videos about that I think people might find interesting. And I really just want to share like joy and adventures with people. I know most of the people who watch our stuff, because we have millions of views on videos. I know most of the people it's impossible to ever meet, but I know some of the people on here that I will meet or I have met, which is fun. And what do you think, honey?
So,
about anything I just said.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if people are interested in it and it's good fun learning.
Yeah, and Morton, like if you want to, you would teach people how to make charcoal, wouldn't you?
It's kind of difficult when the fire's off.
Oh yeah, we don't have a fire going right now. You need a fire. But we like to share things. That's what I'm getting at. And so Morton's starting to get way more creative. I think that Morton's always like the DIY guy. And any kind of DIY stuff you want to see, comment about that too. Because we really want to...
If you want to see not how to do it, I'm your man.
That's not true, Morton. Not how to do it. But I'm going to jump off if you don't have any questions. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a great Saturday night, and we will talk to you later. Bye for now.
See you later.
Bye-bye.